Hello. Hey, silly. Where do you want your point to go? Where do you want your early bird point? Oh my gosh! There's so many streakers. Wow. Hi. Goodness. Allison, where would you like your point to go? And Shiz, where would you like yours to go? Thank you all for being here early. I appreciate you. Hey, you absolutely can. I'm still on the screen. Yup. Cross stitch, you got it. Ow. I have been very productive today. I brought a return to the post office. I got an envelope from Curious. So we're going to open that. I messaged Woobles. We got the plumber coming out to take a look at stuff. I found my stencils. I had this thought. I said, wait, they always go back in the same spot. I said, what if they fell behind the shelf? And so I got down on the floor and I looked, and sure enough, it had fallen behind the shelf. So I updated my journal. And I finished scanning all of my Pokemon cards that I got from Tigress, which is good because I got some from Curious to open. I also, when I went to the post office, stopped, Neil Felsing, you got it. I stopped by Ross, which wasn't too far away, because I really wanted to get a couple of, like, long, flowy dresses, because there are times when, like, I only have one that's, like, not a very formal long dress. And there are some days when the hives are just hiving and I don't want them to be visible, but it's too hot for pants. So I found a couple of cute ones at Ross. And I found a really cute, like, jumper, too. That's so freaking soft. And then I went back to try everything on. And, you know, when you go back to try things on in a fitting room, you normally have to, like, wait and you talk to, like, if there's an attendant, they give you, like, a thing that says how many pieces of clothing you have with you, blah, blah. Hi, Allison. So I'm standing there with my 3 items to try on, and I'm waiting for my ticket from the attendant. And someone else just, like, walks in to the fitting room, like, right past us. And, like, the fitting room attendant, like, turns around and is like, ma'am, excuse me, and, like, tries to get them to, and they just didn't. And then she comes back out and she looks at me, the fitting room attendant, and she goes, "Is that your daughter?" Ma'am, that person was easily in their 20s. I literally laughed out loud and went, no. But talk about a nice, like, confidence killer, especially before you go try on a really cute romper that makes you look not so cute. So I was like, is that your daughter? I would have said, do you know that person? Or are they with you? Those are things that you could say. But, like, you don't know. Like, again, do you know them? Are they with you? Are you together? Like, any of those things. What if that was, like, my significant other? Why is my bot not on? I was just like, wow, nope. The same age and her son is 19, still really rude. Oh. Yeah, I guess I could. Oh, God. I guess that I'm old enough to possibly, yeah. To have, but I literally laughed out loud and I was like, no. Oh no, Shiz. Gross. Like, my brother and I are 8.5 years apart, so when I was in college and he was like, he hadn't hit puberty yet, there were definitely times where, like, he was mistaken as my kid, because, like, I would be a young parent, but, like, he was short and, you know. But, hooray, I'm old. Ugh. Oh god, my birthday's coming up. I hate it. I hate it. You can generally tell by body language. Yeah. Yeah. I could be a not teen mom to a no longer teenager, and yet here I am with a 1-year-old. Yeah, it's a weird thing to realize, like, certain age things are coming up, you know? And I'm, like, kind of freaking out about a lot of things. Because life is not where I thought life was going to be, you know? And I'm panicking a little. So, it'd be really fun to get a Switch 2 for this birthday that I don't want to have. That feels like an appropriate gift. Anyway, camera, we're down here. Doesn't help he's 9.5 years older than you, looks his age, and is a whole 12 inches taller, and you look young for, yeah, it's hard. This is the thing, though, like, unless you're in obvious distress with the person, it's no one's business. Like, if you see someone who's clearly in distress, that's when you're like, hey, is everything okay? Is this person bothering you? Otherwise, mind your business. It doesn't matter who they are. You know what I mean? Like, if someone, whether it's a child or an adult, is in distress with a person, it's good to step in and be like, hey, is everything okay here? Like, but not be like, is this man your father? No. Is this man bothering you? That's all you have to say. Doesn't matter who he is he bothering you? Oof, yeah. Curious, that's kind of where I'm, like, panicking a little. Sister got asked a lot if I was, yeah. And, like, that I get. Whenever he went to her events, they would ask him who his daughter was. Oh. And again, that's hard. Alright. We got some goodies. Okay. You're here. Yeah, you're here. I was like, oh wait, hold on. Hi, Petrichor. Heck. Hang on. Full on gray and balding by 35. I mean, felt. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. We got some stickers. Look at the puppies and the kitty stickers. Oh my gosh. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, they've all been booped. That was important. Is there a specific way that I should look at these? Does it matter which direction? I see one I'm excited about. He knew the address. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Not really? Okay. So I get dirty looks if me and my dad go to do something together because they don't ask. Look for extra 10 seconds to see I'm just the pale version of him. Yeah. Yeah. I need to get, like, right now I just have cheap penny sleeves, which are fine, but I've noticed that, like, these ones fit better in, like, the binders that I have, so I need to get some. I think that they're, like, called Shore Fit or something like that, but you don't want to get ones that are too snug or else they bend your cards. I don't know. Okay. Camera. Oh, you know what I'm excited about? I went ahead today in between things, and I officially have half of the crochet cards. I counted. I have 18, and I'm missing 18. Which is really cool. Then I saw how many cards there are that are clay, and I went, oh, I'm in danger. Yay! So I have this one with my clay cards, but I don't have this one with my Litwick cards. So this is perfect because now I have one for each. I love them. Oh my god, I don't have this one. I don't have this one. Oh, look at the back of these. Oh my goodness. So I've decided I'm collecting Lechonks too. I have an updated list. Hold on. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I have an updated list. There's a lot of cards now. I've written down like how many there are of like each one. But yeah, I realized that Lechonk makes me happy. There's not a lot of his cards. There's 11. And I think I have 3 now. I also really love Pokemon cards that have other Pokemon in them. I love those. That's the Totodile card that I want for my binder, for my master set binder. I'll have to mark that down. You guys want to see what I've been doing? I'll show you, but you can't laugh, okay? Not that I think any of you would. But... Oh. Oh. Boop. Okay. This is like my master decks, if you will. And what I did was I went over to Cerebi and I took like a screenshot of each of like the cards that I want for like each one. And then they're just pasted. And then when I find them, they get turned gray. So that way it's easy for me to keep track of like which ones I'm still looking for. So like some of these I just recently got from you guys. And then... Oh, I don't think I've actually gotten to Totodile yet. So I can't mark him off. But... I know he's on my cause then I like write down... Hang on. Then I have like this thing, right? And then I print it out because like this thing, they're like the right size, so I print it out and then I stick them down so then I can see like what set it's from, and I have a picture, and then when I find it I'll just take this card out of the thing. It's the bottom. Oh my god, you're right, he's right here. Oh my gosh, you're right. So we'll recolor him now gray because I have that card now. Boop. You couldn't see that. He's gray now because I have him. But I also did the same thing with the, hang on, with the craft cards. With all the yarn cards. Hang on. So all the grade ones are the ones that I have. And then these are all the ones that I need. Hi, Sharn! Like, I have a lot. I have half. And I need half. So... yeah. That way, because otherwise I do things like I did at the freaking, you know, trade like the shows, and I buy the same thing more than once, and I'm like, It's fine. I put it into, like, my trade pile, right? Like, because I'm like, well, I have, like, 2 of these now, and I need 2 of them, and so it's just easier to keep track of. You did help. I love this card. I think he's so cute. Suicune's my favorite legendary dog. And it partly, I mean, I think that it's just like a cool, I love her design. But also when we were kids, my brother gave me a holographic Suicune card. And he was like, "Here, I thought you would like this." And I was like, "I do." And that instantly just like bumped it. Like no other one would ever be the same. Hi, Tizza. Aw, Shaman. That can go on my flower field binder. Or section. In the Twitch game last week? That's fun. You can be in my field of flowers. Oh, and you can be in my field of flowers too. Baby. Wait. Are you my Ponyta? I think you are. You are! 2 of them! 2! Honestly, I feel like I could collect all the Ponyta cards. They're so cute. I love Scatterbug. And he's in front of a building. Look at him, though. Stop it. Oh, he's so cute. Ooh. Oh, it's the Halloween, the trick-or-treat one. I've never done the trick-or-treat cards, but I feel like that would be really fun to do. I feel like I might try and do that one year. Because that's really cool. I like the Pikachu face, too. Are you my card, too? 3 of them! You didn't even know, and you sent me literally 3 of the cards that were on my math. Like, these are the ones that I picked. Like, you know me very well. Hold on, wait. Literally, these ones were, like, my favorite cards out of all of their pictures. And you were like, yeah. Yay! This was fun. Oh, that's right, I did, didn't I? I forgot. You have some of those? They don't... Oh, they didn't last year. Are they not doing it anymore? Since they're shorter? Yeah. Yeah. Yay! Thank you for my stickers and my cards. I have to, I have the Swirlix for you. And I think that I have a couple of other yarn, like the crochet cards, if anybody wants. I have like a little, I have like, some of these are cards, like this one that I ended up getting like a duplicate of from the trade show. This one I got a duplicate of from the trade show. So like, I've got like a bunch. Some of these are ones that I just had that I'm not going to use for anything. So I've got a bunch I have to photograph, for trades. Does anyone want a man? I also have like all of the trainer cards that I don't want, because that's a lot. If anybody, I know some people do collect the trainer cards, or like they look for specific trainers, which makes sense. So if there's anything that y'all are looking for, let me know, and I will let you know if I have it. I probably won't photograph the trainer cards because I don't think that as many people are interested. You might be done with the trip. Oh no! That would stink. I don't know why I keep so many trainers. You know, some of them are cool. Okay, so I started last night testing on the plastic canvas, and it looks fine. So my question here for stitching today is, do we want to stitch on the plastic canvas, or do we want to stitch on the fabric one? The fabric one would be more stable, I feel like, because this one I would have to hold in my hand. But I'm honestly, whatever, because like this one can't go in a hoop. So this is where we're at with both. I have like a hive in like this area. It itches so much. It's really rude. Ugh. Well, I don't know which one I feel like. That's why I asked. Fine change of pace? Yeah. I'm good with that. Let me put my cards over here. Thank you again for sending those. I will definitely put out, excuse me, mine. And if there's any that you would like, I'd be happy to send. Get more done, continue with the fabric. Okay, we can do fabric. I'm good with that. And then I'll just work on the plastic one off camera. Here and there. Okay. You can see that as a threat if you wish. It's funny, I like scanned all the cards that you guys have sent and that I have gotten from like the shows and things like that. And now I have to like organize them all. Like I put all my Eevees away. I have to finish putting all the Eevee Evolution. No, I think I put those all away too. Because I'm not going to be buying that binder until we fundraise for it. So for now, they're just like in this binder. But like, all my guys are in here. And then all the ones that I'm like collecting master sets of, those cards all got put away. Well, the ones that I found as I was sorting, got put away. And then now I have to do like my Pokemon in front of buildings and like the flower fields. And I'm trying to figure out like how I want to arrange them. Like I think by type could be pretty so that they have like the same color, you know? So Yeah, now that's what I've been trying to decide. Card organizing is both fun and annoying. Yeah. Yeah. Between embroidering with beads and making bracelets with beads. Oh. Doing the first one a lot. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Oh. Wait. I wasn't done with this thread. The sets go in type order as well. Do they? I'm glad I'm not the only one who needles the thread instead of threading the needle. What? Wait, explain that to me. Putting the needle eye over the thread instead of trying to stick the thread through the Oh, yeah. The thread stays still. Thread stays still, needle move. I never heard it phrased like that. I like that. Needling the thread. I love that. I do both, whatever I can force it. Yeah. Is my camera dark today? Maybe it's just darker out? I don't know. Pull the loop with a needle thread. Yeah. That's the wrong part. I hate how much thread you have to, like, waste. Because, like, the needle, like, you can't pull, you can't use any more of it because of the size of the needle. That always bugs me. Pump the thread over and over. I mean, that makes sense, but then doesn't it like weaken that thread? Oh, I see what you mean. Like, rethread the... Yeah. I just can't be bothered to keep rethreading the needle. It's already bad enough having to do that. Hi! Almost done with the section and can make it? Yes. I do that. When I'm like, well, it's almost done and I can easily... I've actually even used a teeny tiny metal crochet hook before when I've struggled with getting the thread back in the needle. I have used a teeny tiny crochet hook to poke through the hole to pull the thread through. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. The captions.
This is so much easier and nicer to get out of at the end of the day.
Hmm.
Just that. Boom. Done.
I pulled a really cool Snorlax card in my game today, and I was sad that it wasn't real to give you.
Aw.
I'll show you it. I took a screenshot.
Okay.
Convincing myself not to cross stitch right now. I need to be working. Oh my gosh. So Mittens did good today.
Yeah.
He and like Pippin, they met each other at the gate.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cute because the girls had been fighting over Squeeze Street, right? Hold on.
Is it me or is it
It's
morning?
hot in here again. Hold on. So look at, they were like, mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she had some Squeeze Street left on her nose, and so when he... Hold on. That's nice! He licked her face. And she was like, I do not consent to your kisses. Because he was like, hey, you got a little something like right there. And he just was like, and she was like, the
I did not say that was okay.
But
I did not give consent.
At the same time, he did just like properly like, oh, okay. And he backed up. It might just be...
Humid?
Humid, yeah. I don't know. The right temperature.
But it's not.
But it is. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, here. I'll show you, chat, since I had it. Oh, wait, and here.
Yeah, I want to see the Snorlax. Love it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
But it's in the game. This is the card I got in the game. And I was like, dang. Can't send that to James. Here's Mittens and Pippin, though. That's nice! And he, like, went to clean the Squeeze Street off her face. Hang on. And she was like, oh, hell no. Say hi to Pippin? He's like, I clean your face for you.
Pippin. Okay. Okay. Girly. If he licked you, it's because you had squeeze treat on your face. It's okay. It's okay.
She was like, how dare
She
you?
says that fetch boy kissed me. I know. Fair enough.
He was like, alright, well, fine then. I was trying to help! There's so many special cards in Pocket that I wish were real, yeah. And then every once in a while I get a card in Pocket that I'm like, oh, I need that in real life. Sir, that was unwanted kissing. I almost think of it as like a parent when you have like something on your face and they like, do one of those. And Pippin was like, I can take care of myself. I don't need your help. Yeah, so Pippin today, said that she was absolutely going to be part of Squeeze Treat time with Artie, who just got her meds, and she was like, hello, I'm here now. And she's like, I too want Squeeze Treat. Right? So she actually had some, like, right here on her face, like, right by her nose. The two of them were just like, Mom. Mom. And so Mittens...
You say hi to Pippin?
Mittens wanted to see her.
That's nice.
And he licked her face because she had Squeeze Treat.
Pippin. It's okay.
And she said, I did not consent to your
Girly.
kisses.
If he licked you, it's because you had squeeze treat on your face. It's okay. It's okay. She says that fetch boy kissed me.
But she was like, he's kissing me and I didn't say that was okay. Fair enough. You know? Fair enough. But again, his reaction to that is fantastic. He walked away. He didn't continue to push or pressure or whatever like Maple would have. He would have been like, no, you got Squeeze Treat on your face. And it would have ended badly. And he was just like, okay, I'll go do something else now. So, A+ to him. Yeah, Maple... Oh, Maple. Maple is truly the most feral still out of all of the cats. So... I still I wish that I had gotten it on film. I can't believe that Mittens hissed at the fireworks the other night. That was the funniest thing. I like that I said on film instead of video. Maybe that 20-something-year-old was my kid. Hey girl, that's a really irritating sound you're making. Hi. Could you not? That's a lot. Thanks. It's a lot of mouth sounds. So I came up with this idea to make hello? A name tag cross stitch. That would say hello, I'm, and then you could change what's in the middle. So we're stitching up the name tag bit that won't be different. So this is the bottom. We'll be stitching the hello, I'm bit next. But of course we had to make the name tag teal because that's just the way things are here. And then this will be a pattern on my website. And we're going to have like a bunch of them. So like, for instance, the initial one was, hello, I'm trying my freaking best. But then Chat and I kind of came up with a bunch of other ideas to fill in. Carrot! Hello! How are you? We survived being boozled. Oh? What were we being boozling for? I'm glad you survived. I've never... Ugh. The thought of that just makes my... Nope. Pippin. Yeah, I respect to streamers who do it. I will never be one of them. Oh, nope. Nope. Yeah, even if it was recommended, still wouldn't do it. I already have, like, food aversions, and there is nothing that could make me put... No amount of money donated to a charity or fundraiser will ever make me put a mystery jelly bean in my mouth. Not when there's, some really questionable, gross flavors. Yep. Yeah. Nope, never, won't happen. What are you up to today? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Megan. The cat back there is Pippin. I am a neurodivergent variety streamer. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but we also do other crafts like diamond dots and perler beads and miniatures. And we play games sometimes. So welcome in. We are currently stitching up a new project that will be available for purchase on my website. So this is like test stitching and problem solving and things like that. So welcome in. Here's your raid star. Thank you so much for bringing your community over. I appreciate it. I posted in the Discord. Did you want me to mention it here? Oh, wherever you'd like to, Maeve. That's fine. You can absolutely feel free to share if you'd like. It's funny, I recognized the Big Twist Pride collection. Because I'm like, I've got those colors in my closet. Okay, Pippin, oh my god. I love you so much, but you're so annoying. I need to not... All she's doing is licking herself, but it's a long-haired cat, and the sounds that long-haired cats make when they're grooming themselves is a lot. So much. Oh, like, I don't mind. I understand it needs to be done, but like, girl. Hi. It's too much. Yeah, it's it's just the long-haired. Oh, I just realized I can't play Pandora or Spotify on my phone because it will. I'm playing Spotify on stream. It's fine. My cat's grooming movements on my lap. She has to go to her own surface for baths. Wait, no, that's fair. I understand that. The movement bit. I get that. And she's a short hair. She stopped now. As I was trying to find something to listen to. Bernat Velvet. Choosing between that Big Twist Fluff. Ooh. Tiramisu cake. A pride beanie for someone. Oh, I love that. I'm doing something small for me and my girlfriend. Maybe beanies with another yarn. Aw. Oh, I love that. So you have some fun ideas. And then, I mean, sometimes you just gotta get yarn because it's pretty and fun. I understand. I always like to ask because I get excited to hear what you guys are working on, but I'm always like, I hope that they're not, like, that people aren't like, oh, I have to have an idea for this. Like, you can just buy pretty yarn sometimes, you know? Ma'am, I am not a bathtub. The only one that I've ever, like, Maple will sometimes have a bath on me. And I find that really sweet because it took a really long time for him to build that sort of trust. But he does not bathe himself to the same extent that she bathes herself. Some, on sale. And I did get pink just because pretty. Fair. She gets so excited when I sit down. That's been one of the things that has been so sweet about Mittens is he has learned how to talk. And when you walk in there, if you're like, hi, he's like, ah, like he meows back and it just like, oh my God, every time I'm just like over the moon to hear it. 'Cause like, such a sweet guy. So proud of him. So vocal. Oh, that's so cool. They're really pretty cats. 16, wow. That's fun. Aww. I love that. Beautiful and loyal, but not fully domestic. Yeah. I get that. Definitely feel free to share pictures if you'd like of your babies, of any of your pets in Discord. I do love to see all the babies. Doing a lot of creative things again. I love that. That's exciting. What kinds of creative stuff are you doing? All right, this is the last row down here. And then we're going to work the top in short rows instead of long ones because of the way that the letters are done. Thread, please. Thank you. $30 non-bracelet bracelets to put them on lip gloss as a charm. Oh, that's fun. Taking the dog out? No worries. Tell them they're good puppos. Sewing a shirt and linen shorts. Wow. You know, I got, like I said today, like a couple of cute dresses, like long ones. But what I really need is like a little cover up. Like I have a couple, but I need some that are plain. Like some of the ones I have are like patterned. And I was like, I could make one, but then I realized it's like, but if I need to have something, like most of the yarn, even if I use like really soft stuff, would probably irritate my skin the way that my hives are behaving right now. And I was like, I mean, I guess I could try and sew something, but yeah. It's like really hard to go out when you're covered in like, I don't know. I don't want to be perceived, you know? I think honestly that the best yarn to use would be bamboo. Because that is very silky and smooth, like even more so than cotton. So I think that I think I might try it anyway. Yeah, and I would agree with that too, Petrichor. Like I basically found like cute little sundresses that are like strapless, or not strapless, are like spaghetti strapped. And there's nothing wrong with just wearing that, but like sometimes you want that like to also be a little more covered up. Especially, you know, just sometimes, right? And I have like one little white plain like cotton sort of like fabric shrug, and I have black ones, but I don't really have any others. Like I just have the one white one. Lighter weight, yeah. It is a really nice yarn to work with for sure. One of your favorite soft ones. It's kind of hard to get here. It's expensive. Yeah, it's slippy too. It's very like when you're working with it, it slips around a lot. So, um, might be worth trying though. It stinks because like I just like in the last year or so made a bunch of like different, you know, crochet sweaters for myself out of yarn that is nice. It is good to wear. But I don't think that my body would be okay with it now. And I'm like, damn, hives, we got to figure you out so that I can wear the stuff I make. Ugh. Hives suck, yeah. Hip scarf. Too short for the size. Oh no. That sucks. Okay, ads are starting here in like 30 seconds, so we'll take a quick break. It is a good chance for you to get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up and take a stretch break. We will play some words on stream. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. And then we'll come back after ads are done and we will keep working on this. So thank you for that follow, by the way. Yeah, you know what, Sharn? That's not a bad idea. Make like a test swatch. I like that. All right, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Thank you all for hanging out through ads. Also, you know what's really funny? Curious, if you look over here at my thing, I didn't get to Suicune yet. And I was like, I'm pretty sure, I was just sitting here like, I'm pretty sure that the Suicune card from you is also the one I picked, and it is. So, also have that one for the set. But I literally stopped, like, working on it the other day right before I got to her. So those of you who use like trading card sleeves for your trading cards, which ones do you like? Like, I've heard of Dragon Shield as a popular one, and then there's like a what the heck is the other one? Katana card sleeves are another one that I've heard of. Do any of you have ones that you like? Okay, I guess not. Haven't tried very many. I do like the Pokemon Center ones and the ones that come in the boxes. A lot of those are kind of redundant unless you're going to be playing the game. The design is on the back of the sleeve. Yeah. I'm looking for something. So, like, these are the ones that I have. And they have, like, a lot of extra, if you will. Versus, like, these ones. Where it's, like, more snug. If that makes sense. Because, like, if I'm putting them in binders, this one, it gets, like, wrinkly, whereas this one doesn't. But I definitely want them to be thin like a penny sleeve because I don't want a lot of bulk. So that's where I'm like, I don't know if they make, like, more, like, snugly fit penny sleeves. I don't know how to... Where did I just pull you from? Oh, over here. Wait, today? It's her birthday today? Holy moly, you have a whole year-old kid. What? That doesn't seem real. Well, happy freaking birthday to her. And to you. Can you believe that? A year ago? What? No, you came to chat like 5 days ago saying that you're home from the hospital. That's impossible. More snug though, since they're a little thicker. Yeah. streaking. That's wild. At least it's not just me getting on my toes in this survival instinct, but mobile error. Yeah, they're fun at that age when they have very little fear and not so much like, you know, body self-control. Where'd you go?
I'm sorry?
Where'd you go?
I went downstairs to look at the radon.
Ah. Was it on there?
Yeah.
Are you doing anything like to celebrate? She can open cabinets. Oh! That's a fun little party trick. They're pretty malleable at this age. You're not wrong. Hi, Emily. I love that word. Time to add those baby-proof cabinet lock things on all of your stuff. Where did that fuzz come from? Oh. Stop it. Normally I wouldn't have the hoop over here. Normally I would have the knob over here. But if I do that, then I can't tuck my chair under my desk properly. Like I can't angle my camera, but I hate it here because it just grabs every freaking time. Oh gosh. Why do they always want to play with the stuff that they're not meant to? It's so annoying. All right, the bottom done. Oh, sweet girl. All right. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. My needle just fell. Got it. Oh gosh. Yeah. Probably a good idea. A skidoo! I love them. That's the wrong. Want a distinct difference between those? Yeah. I don't blame you. So you know what's been kind of driving me crazy, chat? These like cheap rings that I got from Kohl's, right? They fit. They're actually loose now. They're starting to, like, the color is starting to come off because they're cheap, right? Like, it's missing two little fake diamonds that I just, all the stuff that's been going on with my health has kind of made it so that I can't wear my wedding rings because of weight gain. And I had like a backup ring, which sounds crazy, but when you have like white gold jewelry, it ends up needing to be like serviced and dipped a bunch. So we had gotten like an inexpensive, like 10 karat gold band that looked like my actual wedding stuff. So that way, whenever it was getting serviced, I still had something to wear. YCC! Hello! How are you? How was your stream? So tell me why my 10 karat gold ring, which I can wear because of the size, like it fits, causes my skin to like become super irritated to the point that I can't wear anything because like it literally will start to like mess my skin up. But these cheap ones from Kohl's, my body's like, yeah, those are fine. So like, you know, I can wear I can wear the one and I'm like, yay, I'll start to wear this again. Nope. It's just interesting to me because I've never had an issue with like 14 karat gold stuff. I have not worn any 14 karat gold stuff in a while, but the 10 karat is a no, evidently. It is, it's so annoying. You were spinning for Tour de Fleece while chatting. I love that. Hi, Half to Happy. Well, welcome in, everyone. I am working on a new cross-stitch pattern for my website. We kind of came up with this idea of name tag cross-stitches where it's like, hello, I'm fill in the blank. So, trying my freaking best, really tired, anxious, like all different kinds of little like fill in the blank things. So that's what we're working on today. Welcome in. Sometimes it's what they've added to the gold that's an issue. Yeah, it stinks because in the past that ring never bothered me. So it's just interesting that it does now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It just stinks. Thank you so much for the raid, by the way. Because I was like, oh, perfect. Like, I've worn this one before for, like, months on end. No issue. I'll just wear that, because I can. Nope. And, you know, I try to make sure that, like, I, you know, wash my hands really good, like, get the soap out from under it, and dry them well, and things like that. Oh, I just did Raid Star. To make sure that it's not just like, you know, soap or something that's stuck under the ring that's causing the irritation, because like that could totally be a thing. But no. Mm-mm. Different metal inclusion would be fine. Yeah. I don't even know that, like, well, I'm sure if you went to an actual jeweler, they would be able to tell you. But if you go to, like, you know, any of these, like, big name jewelry stores, they probably don't even know, like, what each one is mixed with. You know what I mean? You're good, no worries. Well, thank you so much for bringing everybody over. I appreciate you. If you have to raid and run or do any kind of post-stream self-care, please make sure that you do. You are welcome, of course, to share pictures if you would like of what you've been working on. If you don't have any pictures of what you were just working on, if you have like progress pictures, I'm always happy to see that too. Yeah, I'd have to like bring it in. I don't know how they would be able to tell me what it's mixed with. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. It also stinks because I'm like, I don't want to replace my wedding jewelry. I want to lose the weight so that I can wear it again. But I was like, I can't even get like, you know, replacements if I'm not 100% sure what's causing the issue, you know what I mean? I could get it resized. If I need to, I will. I just don't want it to come to that, and I always feel like resizing jewelry ends up with, like, I don't know, the jewelry is like weak afterwards, if that makes sense. Let's see. Oops. Yes, Twitch, open the link. Open the link. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Look at how thin that is. Wow. Aww. Love that, Emily. Dang. You're so good at this, YCC. I'm always so impressed. You know, Allison, that is an interesting question. I don't know. Hold on. Here, wait, 1 second. Also, I don't know if I said welcome in, but hi, welcome in, sorry. So this is the ring that causes everything to, like, eventually look irritated, right? It fits fine. Okay? Like, it's not that it's too tight that we're worrying about it, like, cutting in. This is my wedding jewelry. It's super shiny because we just had it cleaned and, like, serviced. But that doesn't fit right now. I mean, it's close, but not quite. Hang on. See, that's the one that's really snug. Yeah, that's my wedding set, which I want to get back on. And then this is like the ring that I always wore on this hand, that my parents had gotten me when I was 16, 18. I can't wear that either. The other issue becomes when I do have hives that flare on my hands. I don't want to have to worry about damaging those should I need to get them off. Because unfortunately, the way that my hives are, they just kind of appear randomly. Which is why I ended up getting a cheap set from Kohl's, because if I had to, like, cut them off, I didn't care. But now they're loose, and like I said, like, the little fake diamonds have fallen out. And so I was like, I can wear this one again. And it's just, so I don't know if I could get this one coated in something other than 10 karat gold, because that's what this ring is. You can see here, like, it's the same ring as my wedding ring, but just like smaller diamonds, and obviously a different color. So my wedding one is on the top, and you can see, like, the size difference isn't huge. This you think looks too loose? Nah. I wonder if, like, just my engagement ring would fit. Hey, James.
Yeah.
Come here.
Give me a minute.
No. Die in your game. It doesn't matter.
Give me 1 second.
This is important.
What was that?
This is important.
Oh, don't cry.
I don't know why the wedding band does it. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's a good thing. Don't cry.
No, it's been so long.
I know.
My health's been such shit.
Yeah.
Well, the other ones don't fit, but... hold on, wait. Can you put these back on my ring thing?
Yes.
Chat was saying maybe we could ask them about, like, plating the gold one.
Okay.
So that it matches this one.
Yeah.
And then well, I'm hoping that this... God, imagine that this makes my skin stupid now, even though it never... The yellow gold never made my skin stupid before.
I would imagine that one would be fine.
Oh, Lord. Well, that's nice. James, we're getting married again. Oh, golly. I haven't been able to wear this in like a year. Not because I didn't want to, you know? Oh, Lord. Yeah, no, well, and here's the other interesting thing, right? Because, like, my ears are pierced. You can't see there. Like, but they don't bother, like, none of the metals that I've ever worn in my ears have caused issues. So it's interesting that the ring is, and that's where I was like, maybe there's, like, water or, like, soap, but it always does it in the same exact spot. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I'm so sorry, like, new people are here, and I'm just sitting here crying. Not, like, sorry, but, like, you know. So, it's an interesting... Bodies are weird and annoying, seriously. I'm super over mine. Do you know what the band is made from? Might help you work out by elimination. Yeah, I would need to have them check, honestly. I would need to have them investigate it. I know, like, where it's from and roughly a year, if any of that helps a jeweler, like, pick up what it is. These are... I think this is for... This is 14 karat. I think it says SAT next to it. It's me, I'm Newt, I support big feelings, yeah. It is white gold, yeah. What is... Hang on. What does that mean? I love that chat is collecting Allisons. Yeah, you're my third Allison. I think there's 3 of you here right now. Hubs and I are wanting to redo our wedding and having an actual... Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we want to renew our vows. for 15 years, right? 15 years? I don't know, 15 or 20. Because, like, you know, it hasn't been easy. It really hasn't, and I appreciate my husband because, you know, like, when you get married and you say in sickness and in health and, like, for better or for worse, like, not everyone really means that when they say it. You know what I mean? But he's shown time and again that he does, and it's... I know, I was talking about renewing our vows.
Oh, okay. I know.
And that I would like to do that. And I was saying, because not everyone, like, when they say it, means it. I know that you did. I did. But still. Emily, they're beating us. We need to multiply. That might have palladium in it, along with nickel, zinc, and silver. Interesting. Naturally hypoallergenic. Okay. Stand on business. 2 Emilys, 3 Alices. There have been a few Megans here too before, although some of them I haven't seen in a little while, so, you know, our numbers are low. Oh no, I'm outnumbered. Only one silly. How it should be. Silly, the other day when we were looking at, perler bead patterns to work on, I came across one that said silly goose juice, and I thought of you. If you have a reaction to it, we're gonna get it tested for metal allergies. Oh, I would get tested. Yeah. I wonder... That's true. I could be tested instead of having the ring. Allergy testing for metals. I made a note. That's not a bad idea, to see if there's something that they could do.
I will call you number 2.
Definitely not.
You know a name I've always wanted? Tyrone. Okay, Tyrone, let's get down to business.
Kit Kat, thank you so much for the 55-month tier 2 resub. Holy moly, I was told to pop in. Oh gosh, now there's 2 serious people in chat. Oh no. Oh no. A rare Seriouskins. The time for fun is over. Oh. Sorry, chat. We can no longer be silly here. Oh! That's fun, Smoothie. Normally, I think, wouldn't they have to talk about, like, I think that they would have to tell you the name of who's trying to contact you. Okay, catch Seriouskins? Hi for Crafting. Better switch to the serious goose juice, yeah. You're talking allergies. Is that fun? No. No. Thank you so much, Kit Kat, for your tier 2 resub. I hope that you enjoy your emotes, your ad-free viewing, and of course your ability to scream for a whole other month. I don't know about you, but I need to scream. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Very good. a scam going around here. You end up, they ask you to pay for it, then you should be able to talk. Yeah. No, a real person's going to tell you, like, so-and-so is trying to call you from such and such a place. My serious job is calling, and I must attend to it. Don't have too much fun now. Are they gone? I don't know if this makes sense to anyone else. Because obviously it's still like the same, you know, we're still stitching the same thing. But this feels like it's going much quicker by doing it this way than going long. Probably because like more little rows are getting done. But she's gone, don't worry. Phew! Oh my gosh, I'm always so nervous when she shows up. It's like a loading bar. Yeah. I need to line my mouse up with the edge to see if it's progressing. Yes. I know exactly what you mean. Allergies are the worst. Like, what do you mean you can be allergic to literally anything in the world? And they can develop randomly / go away randomly? Bodies are ridiculous. Yeah, so, you know, if, when I was 7, actually maybe closer to 8. I might have been around 8.5, because I'm pretty sure that my brother was alive. And we're 8.5 years apart. So, sometime between 7 and 9, I became lactose intolerant. Wasn't lactose intolerant before. It hasn't gone away since. But I developed it. It was a fun time too because, you know, I would complain about like my stomach bothering me. And, you know, there's some legitimacy to this. There's a really great way to try and help, when your stomach feels really sour. Milk helps coat your stomach. So my parents would be like, here, have a glass of milk, it'll help. Spoiler alert, it did not help. It did not, in fact, help. And the worst part is it took us a couple of times of doing this. Like, it was, they didn't put it together. I was too young to understand. But I remember, like, realizing when it was, like, what was wrong. We were on vacation. And every morning we would go next door to, like, the little breakfast place. And we would get buttermilk pancakes. And every morning, about an hour or so after I ate those, I was miserable on the toilet. And that's when my dad, who was also lactose intolerant, went, wait, hold on. And that's what, hey, don't scratch your neck. Stop it. Hold my milk. Yeah, he was lactose intolerant the whole time. My dad has been lactose intolerant his whole life. He is still lactose intolerant. What do you mean your tummy ache wasn't cured by tummy hurt juice? That is horrible and funny at the same time. Yes, looking back...
Tummy hurt juice.
Looking back, it's hilarious. In the moment, miserable. Men, honestly. You know...
Tummy hurt juice sounds hilarious.
You said my husband is dissolving in tummy hurt juice. I wasn't allergic to cats till I was 12. We had cats when you were growing up. Yeah, I heard that. See, that's, like, I don't understand when people don't believe you. Like, what am I gaining out of pretending that I'm feeling this way? His laugh is making me laugh. He has a good laugh. One of the things that made me fall in love with him. The guy I had dated before, there's nothing wrong with this person, right? Like, I honestly hope that he and his wife, I don't know if they're still married. Last time I had seen anything, he had been. I hope that they're still happy. I hope that, they're thriving. He wasn't the right person for me. No, like, hate toward, at that time, lots of hate. But, I realized, I'm like, we never really, like, laughed. Like, we laughed, but not like random belly laughs or like, I can just think of certain times where like James and I have done something like really stupid and like we'll still laugh about it like years later. I literally have a Google sheet, a Google Doc that he and I share called Megan and James Isms. Me, completely covered in hives and Aquaphor lotion. It's making me shiny. Walk into the dining room. This is the skin of a killer. Walks away. I make notes of different things. Like I'm not gonna read this one out loud, but I have a thing here about what James says petting a hairless cat feels like. It's you know what happens when we run out of Pokeballs here? And I yell, "Oh no, my balls!" You know? James one time asked, "Can you hand me the temperature stick?" I said, "The meat thermometer?" James called eyelids eye curtains. Glade, oh god, a Glade commercial plays on TV. What's your scent for the holidays? Me. Depression. James, oh my god, me. That was louder than I meant for it to be. Like we just have like, a whole thing. And I love that, like genuinely. The other thing was the day that he came with me to our like the dance production that he was coming, like that's how the whole reason we ended up meeting. And the little girl, one of the dance teacher's kids, was sitting there and just started like playing with James, and he was like immediately okay with it, and he was just like, ignoring basically the show, and was now like playing with this little kid, and I was like, oh oh I like him. Yeah, I was like instantly. We had gone to Rita's once. Like we hadn't even gone on like a proper date, and I was just like. Meanwhile, he was in the army, which was a no. He was a smoker, which is a second strike, and I still was like, look at him with that kid. Because again, my ex, nothing wrong with him, was like so awkward with kids. Like. It wasn't that he was mean, he just didn't know, like, what to do, and I was just like, look at this guy, like, he met this kid for the first time, and he's just like, ha ha ha, and I'm like, relationships need laughter, yeah. You have a Google Doc and you didn't think you were autistic? Listen, I have so many Google Docs, okay? But I was always told that I was just anxious and depressed. They didn't have me tested. Your in-laws have a hairless cat? Does it feel like, The gluten allergy, cross-contamination made them sick. Oh god, that sucks. That he didn't believe her? He did it. Oh my god. That's horrific. Like, you don't mess with... I don't care if you don't believe someone. You don't mess with their food. Oh my god, that's awful. I'm glad that they're okay. Nah, it's a temperature stick. Need to add tummy hurt juice to the list now. Ornament hangy things. Let me just wink my eye curtains at you. I mean, this all started, this whole, like, list started, I don't know. There it is. We were in Disney for our honeymoon. From the bathroom, losing his mind. So,
Because I know exactly what you're about to say.
we were in Disney on our honeymoon, and
I could say it verbatim.
hold on. So, you know, they tell you, like, where you're parking, and, like, when you step out of the car, it's like, you've parked in Simba. And, like, then it tells you, like, you know, the row or whatever like that. And
We
so
did
we,
not
hold
park.
on. Yeah. So we get onto, like, the little tram, and, you know, it tells us, like, okay, you've parked in at Simba, this, and this. Okay, cool. And the next stop was Mulan. Hold on. What did you say?
I want to park in Milan.
He goes, "Aw, I wanted to park in Mulan." And I'm like, we're on our honeymoon, sir.
That's not what I meant.
You can't park in Mulan. Hello?
Oh wait, was that the picture of me?
I was pulling it up, yeah. So did Shang. Listen, I'm pretty sure that Shang was bi.
He was curious.
There's no way that he was, like, instantly okay with Mulan and not, like, you know. Like, he had to have just been... He was cool with, like, whatever, you know?
He was an equal opportunity.
He loves the person, not the bits. Delirious on a roll trip called a cow a land puppy. My husband won't let me live in town.
Land puppy's good. I'm going to use that one.
I spent a long time calling shoes foot houses. My ovaries exploded. Yeah. That's me. I'm awkward. So there's a difference between being awkward with kids and, like, almost not enjoying them. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, you can be awkward and, like, not know, like, what you're doing. Because, like, when he held, like, Cora for the first time, he was like, and I'm like, you can breathe. Oh my god, Nugget, the first time you held her, and you were just she was like a newborn baby.
Yeah,
she was like
weeks
she was
old.
Yeah, she was fresh. And you're just sitting there, and I'm like, you can breathe, and you're like, nope.
Can't do it.
Nope. Oh god. Hang on, let me see if I can find that. It would have been
2010? No, 2011.
Yeah, but, like, it would have been a Wizard of Oz. Or
April or May of 11.
it would have been... It might be here.
I didn't know there was a folder called that.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, scroll up?
Those are ones that you sent me
Oh, yeah.
when we first started dating.
I remember that training exercise.
Although I don't know why this picture was evidently taken in 1980. Congrats. Before you were even born, this one has always flagged as being from 1980.
Can you, like, share that folder with me? Because, like, those two photos, I'm curious to look at it. See who's who.
I'll send it to you here.
Thank you.
I can't believe that I'm sending you
It
this
was up
after
there. Sergeant Radio was at the top.
after wanting to park a Mulan. Go because I just don't know what to do with kids until I get used to them. That's fair.
I mean, I forgot where we parked, but it was like a lame character that no one cares about, and that's why I was like, "Aw."
I mean, who doesn't want to be with Mulan? Like, Mulan's just cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a cool character to park near. Like to be I'm
you
in,
said
yeah, I'm in the Mulan parking lot. That's better than being like, I don't know.
All right, hang on.
Oh, my shoelace.
Mm-hmm. Children before about 4th grade, I can entertain. Once they start having their own thoughts, I'm lost.
Is that the there was one with a finger there,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, I know.
Sharing both.
There. Yep. All right. So, I was doing the photos, and this is James. Right? And you can see she's just got his shoelaces, and that was
The best toy in the world at that moment.
Until she discovered his arm hair.
That's that's like a fascinating thing for kids for some reason. It's the second kid that's ever done that to me.
And this picture right here, I'm like, yep.
She was pulling on it, and I'm like, ow.
But I was like, done. I know, baby James, look at him.
God, I do look young.
Yeah, looking at pictures of us when we first started dating, I'm like, who are those kids?
Early 20s.
She is so cute. Oh god, I don't even know how old she is now. This is
2011.
I know.
So 15 years. So at least 16 or 17 by now.
Oh god.
Maybe 16 if she was under 1.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm in danger.
I hurt myself.
Hang on, let's see. Very cute.
Wait, where was the one with her actually grabbing my finger though?
No, that was it. That was the picture. Was the arm hair?
Oh, it was the arm hair one?
Mm-hmm.
I thought because she held my finger for a while too.
Koopy and Coco.
And Coco, they were buddies.
They were. Aww. Do you remember how
She was fat.
How lazy she was?
She was overweight and couldn't even go half a block.
We would like try to walk the two of them together, and Coco would just lie down in the shade in the grass and be like, "I'm not moving. I'm not moving." Cooper was our pity mix. Like me and my parents, like my whole family. He was my brindle pity.
And then I got Coco like a month or two after I got back from Iraq.
My niece is 17 this year. That hurts. Yeah, my cousin just graduated high school.
God, look how young your brother is. I'm almost...
You're taller than him.
No, he's
Yeah.
still taller than me, but like not by much. Like we were almost the same height.
You were working out a lot then.
I was in the fire department then.
I say, look at the size of your neck.
Yeah. I was still doing my firefighter thing, and I was, yeah.
Hey, man,
I know.
we both need to be working out. I got to make sure that, you know...
So I have a wall locker now at my squadron, and I'm actually going to start moving soaps and stuff there so I can go in the morning.
Oh, hold on.
And work out. Oh.
This kid just graduated high school.
Oh, yeah. Look at me in my brand new conductor trainee hat, too. I had to wear that for the first year on the railroad. I'm actually in my railroad clothes, my boots and pants and everything. I must have come straight from work.
Yeah.
I had to have.
The one in the hat, he graduated. Congrats. You guys are just eating applesauce together, which is the cutest thing in the world.
I think we were having a tea party, too.
I don't know. That
We were doing something.
Yeah.
I forget what, but we were... They were very like, you're going to sit here and we're going to do this. And I'm like, cool.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to sit there and do that. And
Mm-hmm. All right. Ads are about to play. So we're going to take a quick stretch, get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up and take a stretch break. I will be right back. We'll keep working on this. Thanks for letting me share pictures. Be right back. Alrighty. Thank you all for hanging out through ads. I appreciate it. Alright. I love how I'm always like, man, why do I never get anything done? Asumi spends a whole bunch of time reading silly things from my husband and showing you pictures. Oh. That's why. If you claim 5 Poke Daily in the Discord this week, you get a golden ticket. Oh. Hi there, welcome in.
I found my
Time flies when
people.
you're having fun. Hang on. Wow, $77 and 2 Premier Balls. Look out. Here I come. Wow. So what are you all working on today? Are we crafting? Are we gaming? Working? Smashing rocks and collecting bananas. Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong. Palia, nice. Getting Botox. Not right now, but removing acrylic nails. Oof. Sleep earbuds to block out spouse snoring. At least one usually falls out overnight. Couldn't find them. Oh no, Smoothie.
I just found a picture in the album of when we went to New York City. I fell asleep on your shoulder on the train ride back, apparently.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you took those pictures.
Yeah, you could fall asleep anywhere.
What was that?
You could fall asleep anywhere.
I really can.
Going to bed, it's midnight there. I'm paleo debating if I want to cook the bulletin board stuff by myself or wait to cook with friends. Oh no, Smoothie! Playing Gecko Gods? What is that? Kind of have to sleep anywhere when you're in the military, no? True. You're not wrong. You definitely get used to doing that. A cute gecko puzzle game? Ooh, we do love puzzles. Ooh, we love that, Smoothie. I had purchased a bracelet like that from my cousin. But then again, because of the hives, I couldn't wear it. Like I wore it one time. And it made me feel good to wear it, you know? But at the same time, because it's a metal bracelet. And not that it was like, not like the ring reaction, but just like, where like the metal had kind of like rested. I mean, like you can even see like from where my watch was. Like, they saw it's, you know? Coloring page from a coloring book. Ooh, I love those markers. I have a bunch of them. You're loving them? I love alcohol markers. I like that you're just like looking through that whole album. No, that's fun. You have to let me know if you find anything else good. Need to pull yours out in color? Yeah. Oops, let me mark that we did that one. 3 more rows like this, and then we get to the first letter. It's gonna be worth it, you know? This is definitely like the kind of project that you can just like work on. It's nice to not have to count or have like a million color changes, you know what I mean? It's always fun to have one of those sorts of projects as a break. Like at night I'm working on that stupid full coverage piece, and I'm at the point right now where I'm like, no, the way that I did it this time, while it's been fun to see it come together, I won't ever do like that again. Because it worked fine, but now that I have like a stitch here and a stitch there, it's a pain in the ass to try and find everything. And I feel like I'm spending more time like searching. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm starting in a corner and I'm just going to kind of like work on finishing like a section, like section by section. So instead of like before, I would just try and like finish a color across the whole pattern, which is how I normally stitch small things, but doing a full coverage piece like that, I feel a little bit insane. At least right now that I'm like past the 85% completion mark. So, doodling. Ooh, trying to create a new character. That's fun. As a break from my big projects, yeah. Yeah. I didn't initially start off thinking I was going to do it like that. And then it was just like, well, I already have this color out. Let me just keep working on it. Well, I already have this one color on my needle. Let me keep stitching with it. And then I'd be like, well, I only have 20 stitches left of this color, so let me go ahead and find those 20 stitches. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. Thanks. I'm kicking myself for it now because now it's like very fiddly to find like individual things. But that's okay. The next one that I want to do has more like large blocks of the same color, I think. I don't know. We'll find out. Although that one is a lot bigger. It might be one that I work on stream from time to time, because I think that you guys would like it. It's the Eevee one, the Eeveelutions. That's my next full coverage piece. Yeah, okay. I mean, I technically have a few other smaller full coverage pieces that I had started and never finished, and I guess I could work on those, but like... I don't know. Like, I should finish them, but... this one's calling to me. You know? And to be fair, I'm not very far in the other ones. And rob yourself of the serotonin of starting something new? No. We can't do that, can we? It'll be fun and exciting for a little bit, and then it's going to become extremely overwhelming and daunting. I've been trying to figure out if I want to do, like, the other thing, like, the other reason that I want to finish this project first is because I'm doing a tent stitch, and I want to see when it's all done if it really feels like I need to do full cross stitching, because it would take less time to do tent stitch. And I've looked, oh, so this is something interesting. I had looked at a bunch of them before on like their Facebook page to like try and figure out which way I want to do it. And when I went recently to compare again before, like, you know, prepping my materials, I discovered I was removed from the Facebook group. And I wonder if it's because I had been very vocal on a different page about the use of AI on full coverage cross stitch pieces. And if that's the reason, I'm so freaking proud. Like, I'm not purchasing anything else from this company, heck off. But I did want to see other people's work, but evidently that's not allowed. Working on my PhD. Yeah. I am. Wow. I know. Your friendly AI reminder that Heaven and Earth Designs uses AI now in their patterns. They have a whole bunch of cross-stitch patterns from artists, I'm saying all these words with quotations, who are actually AI people, or people who generate the images with AI. So, evidently the one, like the cat one that I'm working on, that company, Pain Free Crafts, originally was like, yeah, we're embracing AI, and they have since changed their tune. That is what I have heard. I have not looked into that, and I did not, like, all of these things were purchased well before AI was even a thing, the way that it is now. So, like, none of the things that I have purchased or will be stitching are AI generated, but it is something that I will make mention of anytime that I work on the pattern. First of all, the Eevee one that I'm going to work on isn't even sold anymore because it's, I guess they had issues with IP or whatever. So yeah. I'm seeing AI everywhere. It's driving me up a wall. Yeah. I would watch the cheesy drama shorts sometimes, and even now they are mostly AI. Yeah. Like, one of my favorite things, I don't know if you all have ever seen Amtrak, like their social media page is ridiculous. Whoever they recently hired is like right up my alley with like sense of humor, and they just posted a comic, like a short story about a couple taking Amtrak trains. We need part 2 of the Amtrak manga. I know. And one of the things that I saw was someone say in the comments, please tell me this isn't AI. And the person was like, no, actually it's this artist. And I was like, oh, thank God. Because like, it just drives me crazy. Draw the thing. Draw it badly, but draw it yourself. Speaking of AI, I'm making a blanket with Hobby Yarn right now. I think I need another ball, but refuse to give them more money after the ridiculous Tech Bro AI post. I don't blame you. Plus, honestly, Procrasticrafting, if you're looking to buy another skein of yarn, it probably wouldn't even be like the same dye lot, depending on when you purchased the last one. So, yeah. Heck them. Heck them and their AI nonsense. Look at how little we were, James.
I know.
He just sent me a picture and was like, hee hee. Like from that album I shared.
Didn't that seem... I didn't even realize. I'm like still going through it. There's pictures of our medical necessity wedding with Andy and Christina there. And it's like, they would have been cute together.
They would have been cute together.
Yeah.
I still shipped her and Brendan.
Yeah.
The way that they were hanging out on the night of our wedding, I'm like,
He,
our best friends are gonna get married, and then
he ruined it. He got scared. I think he liked her, and then he got scared. I think that's exactly what happened. I think that's exactly what happened.
yeah. Yeah. Find some stashing down who can. Oh, yeah, that's true. Boo men. I mean, in the same breath, I wouldn't have my niece, I guess, if she had gotten with James's bestie. It was my best friend and James's best friend, and we were like, yes. Get together. You know what I think part of it was? Was that he lived in Florida at that point, and she did not.
Right.
And now she lives there.
But I think they could have gotten past that.
No, but I'm saying I think that's why he got it in his head that it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
So, like, I wrote up this whole thing today that I thought about posting and then decided that maybe just writing it would be helpful enough. Because, like, I remember that we talked about this the other day, that one of the things that I have been kind of, like, struggling with is the fact that while James was gone for the last 8 months, and then our dog died, and all of these things, like, I realized that when Patch passed, I just, depression, kind of withdrew, stopped interacting with people. Not, I would say, all that confusing. But I also stopped reaching out to my friends because I couldn't put on a mask and fake that I was okay, if that made sense. So it was just easier to not talk to anyone. Not really healthy, but but now it's months later. James is home and I'm realizing I still haven't heard from these people. If I stopped reaching out, no one has been reaching out. And I'm now in the place where I was like, oh, I should message so-and-so. And then I'm like, but do they want me to? Like, am I just a bother at this point? Because none of them checked in on, not anyone here. Twitch community has been very different than real life friends that, like, because you all have checked on me. You all, whether it's here or, like, even just sending me a message on, like, Instagram or in Discord, whatever. Like, you guys have shown up time and time again. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And I, like, typed up a whole thing about, like, anxiety and how, like, that has been, and, just, like, not that I'm blaming anyone, but, like, maybe if anyone relates. And, like, the thing is, like, now I'm too nervous to message any of them because I haven't spoken. Like, hold on. And, like, I don't know what to do. So, my best friend, I haven't talked to her since March.
It's weird. I hadn't talked to Brendan in, like, almost a year and a half. I just had, like, a 2-hour, 3-hour conversation with him the other day. Sometimes it's just a matter of making a phone call. It's awkward. It's awkward. Don't get me wrong. It was awkward because I'm like, he hadn't reached out to me. I hadn't reached out to him, But sometimes extending that olive branch helps.
But, like, I'm at the point where I'm like, I feel like they're more bothered by me than they are enjoying me. Because if they enjoyed my company, they would be like, wow, I haven't talked to Megan in a while. I should reach out and see how she is.
I don't think that's the case, though. It is that weird. I get it, because the same thing, right? If with Brendan, like, I don't think he cares to talk to me, so why hasn't he reached out to me? But, like, we all have our own lives that get crazy and weird, and sometimes they might be in the same boat where they're like, I don't know how to reach out, or I'm like, they think to reach out, and then her daughter cries or does something, and then it snowballs and they forget, and then a couple weeks go by and they're like, crap, I didn't do the thing that I wanted to do. So it's Well, I know it's rough.
I feel that so much. There are a lot of my friends that I haven't talked to in a while, but if I don't initiate the conversation, no conversation happens. Yeah, it makes me feel like an afterthought. Mm-hmm. That's the bad part of your brain, yeah. Feeling just as anxious. They might. And that's kind of where I was like, maybe I just like post the thing that I wrote. But I don't want anyone to feel like I'm trying to make anyone feel guilty. I'm just trying to like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. No, and I'm not trying to say that like them not reaching out is like, I guess it's just the fact that I realize that if I'm not the one initiating, they don't either. That's really more of what it is. Not that they have to initiate, like I'm withholding it. Do you know what I mean? Like until they reach out, I'm not going to. Like no, cuz like you said, everyone has lives. But I'm almost, and you know, part of it is too is that when you have friendships that like dissolve for different reasons and like that person no longer like speaks to you, again, different reasons, all of a sudden you're like, maybe like it's similar where people just don't want to talk anymore, or like it's just you get very in your head. I didn't have spoons to always be the one reaching out. Yeah, well that was it, is that like I just, after Patch I did not have spoons. Like my job was then at that point to keep me and the remaining pets alive and the house from like falling apart while James was gone. Like that's all that I had time for. And like streaming, you know, because like it's my job. And that was basically it. Um so I feel that. I understand. And again, I know that they might be going through their own things, which is why I'm not like, well, you never do, like no, it's just I don't know if it's awkward now if I reach out because it has been months. I guess that's really where I'm like, been there, not having the support you thought. Yeah. That was where it was really hard. Honestly, with him being gone for that long and not having like people who, again, you know, before Twitch, before all of you, these were the people that I depended on, you know? And so to have those people not show up was hard. Yeah. It's different as adults. Mm-hmm. A bunch of pets and like, yeah. No, that's true too. Y'all are right. I start to notice it when I'm like, oh man, like so and so would love this or whatever, and you're like, oh. Because like if I think of other people, it's like, do they ever think about me? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And the thing is, you know, again, I stopped talking to them because I was a chronic health living alone while my husband was on orders person. You know, like we all go through stuff where we withdraw for different reasons. It doesn't make us bad people or bad friends. It's just like I don't know. I guess I don't even know how to like approach it. So I just be like, hey, we haven't talked in a while. How are you? You know what it is? I almost feel like I have to explain myself and why I stopped reaching out. I know that I don't. But I think that's part of it. Yeah, I think that that's really what it is that I feel like I need to explain. So maybe it's just okay to not. Yeah, like my bestie who we haven't like texted in months, you know, we'll send each other like random stuff sometimes. I haven't gotten anything in a little while, which is really what I've been noticing because like she and I will send each other stupid things on like Instagram or whatever. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And I don't mind explaining too if they were like, hey, where'd you go? Like, where'd you disappear to? I'll be honest. Be like a depression hole. How about you? Thanks, y'all. I appreciate you letting me like hash it out, you know. Bounce ideas and all that off of you. It's hard being a neurospicy person. It really is. Because again, like I can tell the way that James is responding, like he doesn't have these thoughts. He'll just reach out. And I'm over here like hemming and hawing, like what do I do?
Sorry, I was on headphones. What's up?
Oh no, I was saying it's just like a neurospicy thing. Because like the fact that I'm like, what do I do? And you're like, just reach out, duh.
Just call.
Yeah,
just
but my
boop.
my brain is like, no, because like boop doop doop. Yeah.
What's the boop de doop de doop?
Well, I just had a whole conversation. If you weren't listening, I'm not going to say it all again.
Be like, hey, friend, I still love you. Oh my god, I love you too. That's how that's gonna go.
That spot right there is itchy. See it, right?
You're welcome. I think I should just bully you to call your friend until you do.
Oh?
Yeah. I think it'd be nice.
I haven't called her in so long.
Mm-hmm. It was the same thing with Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, hey, when can I call you? And then he called me like 2 seconds later. There's those friendships that like transcend all the baloney. And you have that.
Do I?
You do.
I don't know, man. I think I'm really bad at friendships.
I disagree. I'm your friend.
Ew.
Well then, fuck you too.
That was, remember that? Ew, gross. That's how we all wind up in our parallel depression holes together. Oh yeah, we can be like, hi neighbor. Not the ew. What are we doing?
It's gonna flick you.
Oh.
Like.
What? Wait, what did you get, Emily? Yeah, it's looking good. I like it.
We do make things more complicated than they actually are.
Who? Men?
Just in... Excuse me. No. Men are pretty simple. Me and Brendan got into a little fist fight.
Uh-huh.
And then 5 minutes...
you wanted to... You...
I wanted... Okay, I'll tell... You want me to tell the story? I'll tell the story. I don't care. I ended up married with you. All right.
I think we all get in our own heads.
I found my soulmate. It worked out. So I had a crush on my best friend's younger sister back in the day. And I asked her out on a date behind his back. I did not talk to him about it at all. He found out. Well, she turned me down, and it was okay. Whatever. People can say no. And
isn't that nice to hear?
What do you mean?
No, because men are men are trash people.
Like, women can say no. People in general can say no.
Wow, see that's lovely.
It's a concept, right? It's one that I believe in. And cool. I was like, let's not make it weird. We didn't make it weird, which is great. Could have been way worse. I didn't tell my best friend any of this. So we're both playing video games on like a LAN party. I don't know how he found out. I don't know if his sister told him. Probably what ended up happening. And he dragged me out into his backyard and we got into a fist fight for like over 15 minutes. Like, broke each other's nose. I had a black eye for a week. Like,
so you broke your nose twice?
Yeah. Probably why I had such a badly deviated septum. Anyway, like we were both very messed up and bleeding heavily at the end of this fight.
Same. Oh.
And he goes, you know what you did wrong, right? I said, yep. He goes, cool. And we went right back inside and played video games all bloodied. And just, we're fine ever since.
So chat.
Boys are simple.
Do you think that this boy that James is talking about, is he also in the military? What do you think? Or was? Past tense, present tense, whatever.
So...
Men are so weird.
So we also would... I feel semi-guilty about this now, and if I could, I would love to speak to my high school German teacher to apologize, but we would gaslight her. Because we would also get into fights in the middle of her class, like just on purpose, start literally punching, like boxing matches in the middle of her class.
James was a shit teenager.
And like she would be like, "Oh my god, stop!" Right, panicking, like as we're fighting, flipping over desks, like breaking things across each other's faces and stuff. And then once we both got
you're remembering these a lot more dramatic than you.
I don't know, not necessarily. Once we both got equally exhausted, we would just like kind of nod at each other and call like an immediate truce, right our desks and sit back down like nothing happened. And our teacher's like, you both need to go to the principal's office now for fighting. And we're like, we weren't fighting. And she was like, no, you literally were just fighting. Like, we're bleeding, like black eyes and everything. And she's like, you need to go to... What for? We weren't fighting. And we got the whole class to kind of agree with us. Like, no, they weren't fighting.
See,
it was bad. That was I kind of feel guilty about that one.
Like, there are all these people in life who are like, man, I wish I would have met my spouse sooner so we would have had more time together. And I'm like, I'm glad I didn't know him. I would have hated you.
I wish I would have known you, but I feel like if I would have known you back then, I might have gotten my act together a little bit sooner.
You might have, but I might not have
given me the time of day.
I might not have given, like, you had 2 strikes when we met. If you had had that other, like... If you had also been an asshole, that would have been, like...
I was never an asshole back then. I like to think I was.
How on earth is that not asshole behavior? You literally just said you were. You misbehaved in class. You destroyed property. You would fix it, but you would destroy stuff.
That's the only teacher I ever felt guilty about doing something like that to, because she never wronged me. My religion teacher was a whole other story. And
he went to Catholic
and you know
school.
the reason why I hated my religion teacher, and she deserved that one.
Gaslighting your teacher is being an asshole. Mm-hmm.
That one was, and I said I felt bad about it. Looking back on it as an adult now, I feel bad about it. And I wish I could apologize. Every other teacher that I was ever a jerk to deserved it. And there was only 2. So.
I'm very glad that his prefrontal cortex finished developing before we met.
Oh my God. Barely.
Because I would not have liked teenager James. But you know what's also really funny is that my dad was the same kind of kid. Like, he was the same kind of teenager.
Your dad and I are good buddies.
Yeah. You and my dad would have been great friends as kids.
Oh, absolutely.
No, you're fine. I would like remove that as like a block term because I don't mind you guys saying it. It's more like if Automod gets like sensitive with like I don't want it to think that other things are okay, if that makes sense. So you're fine. Like you can say asshole, it's okay. I just don't want like random people coming in and being like, you know. Yeah, no, my dad, like my parents grew up in New York and my dad was like he was an asshole kid too. Like the stories that he would tell us, like, you know, things that he and his friends did, I'm like, my God. She's back there snoring. Seeing as they want to go see trains together, I think they get along. They do. It's really cute. Boys with strong senses of justice and emotional regulation is not online yet. Yes.
No, I did have a strong sense of justice.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
But your emotional, like your like again, emotional regulation was not there yet. Like you acted before thinking. Because you were like, this is wrong, I'm gonna punch you.
Oh no. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about my religion teacher for a
No,
second.
no.
Because I definitely thought out every single one of those days that I was with her.
That's great. You're not showing yourself in a very good light right now. I hope that you understand that. You're kind of proud of it.
Well, that one I am.
Okay, well, you're being an asshole too. Two assholes don't make a right.
Yeah, that's
They
fair.
just make a stinky situation.
That's fair. Sorry.
Boys, I fixed this by punching, yes. But see, now he's sitting there, he's like, you're right. See, you know what a lot of it is too? Is some parents, like of our parents' age, if you will, and earlier, like our parents' parents, there was a lot of boys will be boys. Not boys will be emotionally intelligent humans. So, like, I feel like a lot of this was like, oh, he's just being a boy. Not like, well, why are you doing... Like, the fact that when I just challenged him and he stopped and thought for a minute, he's like, no, you're right. Like, if someone is just like, oh, he's just being a boy. He's so silly. And instead, you're like, but as soon as it's like, do you know what I mean? Like... Sometimes if you just have, like, the thought challenge, you're like, oh, shit, you're right. He learned from it. He did. And, you know, like, James, can I tell the story of what happened this weekend?
Yes.
With your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, like, was he a terror of a teen? Yes. Absolutely. But this weekend, when all of our family was here, right? My parents were here, his parents were here, we were all hanging out, we were having a barbecue, having a good time. His mom got up, went into the other room, where he... That's why I checked first, right?
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay. Went into the other room where he also was. And y'all, she let a fart out. A loud one. But it happens. That's a human thing. But A cheek clapper. Oh my god. But her back was to us, and she was facing James, and evidently her face, like, she panicked. But, you know, it happens. And James, without a moment's hesitation, goes loudly so that, like, my parents and me heard. Sorry, guys, my bad. Instantly covered for his mom. Like, without a second thought. And I start to giggle because I know, like, what he's doing. And I just kind of, like, you know, just a little, like, and I'm like, that's where, that, you know, how a kid acts towards and takes care of, you know, people in their life that matter, you know, it was sweet. Pippin, my god, girl. Sometimes one needs to be a bit of an asshole, yeah. Yeah. Honestly, the military helped James a lot. Yeah. But just the fact that he was rather like, yeah, she can think it was me. I don't care if it makes that person not feel embarrassed. Like, this is my favorite part of the pattern. I think I should just stop right here. Right? This looks good. For, in this context, for it to say, hell, I'm overstimulated, that works. Felt that. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you guys couldn't tell earlier, the fact that Pippin grooming herself was overstimulating for me. Yep. It's one of those sounds that sometimes it's okay and sometimes it just makes you want to pull out your ears. You know? And it's like, it's a fine line. I was over it at 3 today. Everything was too much. Understood. I hope that you're doing okay right now. Smoothie, I like your scissors. A video call at 2:15 never showed. Oh. I hate that. Because you know that if you don't show up, you get hit with like a late fee and like all sorts of, you know, whatever. But they can be hours late and you don't get anything. No. Absolutely not. At least they answered. I'm still sorry. Thank you, but why can't I hold them like a human being? What do you mean? Those are scissors and you're holding them. They're backwards, but there's, you know. My scissors say they like your scissors. Wait. I took a screenshot of the video call with me on it and not her just in case. I don't blame you. Because doctor's offices can be stupid. They'll be like, well, you weren't there. And you can be like, oh, the hell, yes, I was. Here I am in the waiting room. Hi.
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 Oh, hi, Megan Scissors. Hi. Aren't they such good scissors, though? We should introduce them sometimes. Like on a video call? Here, hold on. You want to introduce them? Honestly, though, my favorite pair of scissors. I've had them since, like, our apartment. Still sharp, still cuts, still does what I need it to do. They're top-notch scissors. Thank you for the recommendation. You're so welcome. Ah, yes, Megan's stream where you can be recommended scissors. Wait. She moved. Oh my god, look at that little Pikachu face. Wait. Oh my gosh, Smoothie, are they blushing? I swear. Oh gosh. Oh, that's great. Top-notch content here. They're a little pink, not gonna lie. Oh gosh. So tomorrow we are going to be diamond dotting because believe it or not, it's Wednesday tomorrow. Somehow. So we'll work on our diamond dot. I had the urge when I was editing the last video. I'm like, I should just be chaotic and like do a random like a random section of the diamond dot, but I won't do that. It won't make my brain happy. It was a funny thought, but it would in fact make my brain very unhappy. It's good to be silly, keeps your brain, yeah. It keeps, you know what, it keeps everything, like, it would be so boring if we didn't laugh or if we weren't silly, you know? They stay in your little Lowe's bucket. I need a little bucket. I need a tiny Home Depot bucket. James.
Yeah?
I need a little Home Depot bucket.
Okay.
A little one for my desk.
You can buy one.
Do they sell little ones at Home Depot?
They used to.
Stop it. Red. Home Depot is where we met, yes. Hello? Why did my EA app just open? Okay. You have a tiny Michaels bucket for your laundry lint? That's adorable. I do know they have the little tiny, like, black and white. Yes, I know which ones you're talking about, Petrichor. Yeah, where is the... I need all the tiny things. All the little things. Ads are starting soon. No! It can't be 6 o'clock. Well, that's rude. Let me snooze them. If it'll let me. Snooze. Huh? We made good progress on this today. We finished the bottom bar and this much of the top. I'm pretty pleased with that. They're at the back of the store with the wood and the paint. Well, if they had them once, I'm sure I can find them somewhere on the internet. eBay and all that, you know? Hello! I'm sorry to hear that. The Michaels ones are in stock? Oh my god. Little too overconsumption-y for you? Yeah. That's fair. I understand that. You also just never know when you need a tiny jar to hold a bunch of marbles, you know? A little craft bucket would hold that. But I agree with that. Oh, they have the lids? Yeah, see, I would want something that would have a lid. Like a functional little bucket so I could actually use it. Is there anything that we can help you with? Like, do you have any questions with it, Emily? 1 pink and 1 blue for marbles and ovalries. I'm honestly kind of shocked that, like, I haven't had more cats coming by since. I was really hoping that Birch would show back up. Although I don't really have anywhere to, like, put him if I trap him. Oops. He's doing so good. I am so impressed by him. Honestly, watching how he interacts with the girls too, like, to me, he really wants a friend. And he has, like, proper cat manners, unlike Maple. Because, like, today, this was the cutest thing. I showed a video earlier where Pippin and Artemis had been getting squeeze treat because Artie was getting her meds, and Pippin was just there getting free squeeze treat. And she had some on her face, and Mittens ended up coming out afterwards, and they were, like, sniffing each other through the baby gate, and Mittens was like, "You got something on your face," and he licks her. Right? He was really sweet, very polite, and she hissed at him. Like, did I say that you could kiss me? And I'm like, girl, you had squeeze treat on your face. Like, you know. But his reaction, here, I can show the video again. His reaction was perfect. Because he jumped a little bit, but he was like, oh. And he walked away. He just left. Like, here's the girls.
There we go.
Ew, cooties, yeah. Here they are being like, give me my squeeze treat. Right? And then...
You say hi to Pippin? That's nice.
And he licks her.
Pippin. It's okay. It's okay. Girlie, if he licked you, it's because you had squeeze treat on your face. It's okay. It's okay. She says that fresh boy kissed me. I know.
And he was like, I'll go do something else.
Fair enough.
So, like, but that's a great reaction from him. The fact that he was just like, all right, I'll just leave her alone. Like, he didn't keep pushing the problem. He didn't, like, hiss back. He was just like, she did not consent to a lick. He said, oops, my bad. Yes, that is exactly how cats should be with each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, Maple would have been like, no, screw you. You have squeeze treat on your face. I'm gonna get it. And he'd, like, smack her or, like, you know, he would not... Oh, God. I just made a horrible thought about my cat. Anyway. But Mittens was just like, okie dokie, I'm unbothered, and just walked away and was like, I'll go find something else to do. And it's like, yes, that's the correct response if someone says no. And again, the way that Pippin reacted too, she was like, oh, he listened. Like, I can just say no. I can say, I understand. I can just verbally say no and it's enough for him to stop. I don't need to follow through by smacking him, you know? And Mittens is like, she told me no, that's enough. I don't want to be smacked. Because again, if you think about his time that he spent, he was older, not neutered. He learned that when a girl cat says no, if they don't back off, that girl cat's gonna mess them up. You know what I mean? Like, they had to learn that outside. Maple is too tuned into the manosphere. Yeah, we have a toxic masculine cat and a non-toxic masculine. Like, yeah. Maple doesn't know how to use words. He doesn't. I swear it's like my cats are speaking cat and Maple is like speaking fox or something. Like, he just doesn't understand the language right. And there's nothing I can do to, like, teach him the language other than just reiterate what the others say when they hiss. Be like, you know, to block, if you will, like, to separate or whatever. But, like, I can't explain it to him. I'm not a cat. There's a bit of me that really just wants to, because Mittens and Maple are both FIV positive, there's a bit of me that wants to be like, go ahead, Mittens, teach him a lesson. You know? Like, you guys can't really, you know. All right. Hooray! We're almost done. So we will finish this. Oh my goodness, at some point. I will be back tomorrow at 3. And we will be diamond dotting and working on another section of what was past Megan thinking. Because what was past Megan thinking? You know? Seriously. Thank you all so much for the follows today and all the good chats. We had a lot of good chats today. I appreciate it. Let me see who's online that maybe we can go and say hello to. Do. Oh my word. What is this person doing? Oh yeah, no worries, of course. Here you go. If you haven't joined the Discord, come on in. Definitely feel free to join. Yeah, I was just checking out. Yeah, we can go say hi to Kit Kat. Okay. Let's roll some credits. Uh-oh. Raids, please work. Hold on. Okay, they're coming up now. I was like, come on, the first day that I'm getting back into raids, it's going to be like, not doing it. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, here are your raid messages. The first one is if you are a subscriber, and the second is if you are a follower. Feel free to grab whichever one pertains to you. I hope that you have a lovely rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember, you are loved. I will see you all tomorrow at 3 for more crafty chaos. Have a wonderful rest of your time zone, friends, and thank you so much for keeping me company today. All right, see you later.